So, hey everybody, we're live, and as you can see, I'm by myself right now. It's slightly by design. Dawn is actually traveling today, and Woody's going to be a little late. They're both actually headed to the Ohio CPA show. We have a great guest tonight. It is Lilly from SalesPad, a fellow Michigander. But I wanted to have a couple minutes by myself because we have a big announcement, and if I do it, well, Woody's here.
Yeah, if you do it.
If I do it by myself, I was hoping that I would not get weepy, but I feel like now that you're here, I'm going to get all weepy, Woody.
No, hey, you cut your hair really short, or you have it up in a thing.
Yeah, I did cut it really short.
And it's blue.
So, and it is blue.
Oh, so what's the plan? We're actually telling people, oh, it's the old shirt. That's cool. What's the plan?
Yeah. So, I'll let you say.
Okay. Oh, you poor thing. Sorry, I just got in, so I'm not like emotional right now. But I'll help you. I'll help you. Don't worry. I'll help you through it. I just flew all the way from Tucson.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm in Cleveland.
Emily had a hard time getting out of Tucson. Okay, so here's the deal.
She did. Is she there? Are you in Indianapolis or are you at home? You're home.
I'm here. We presented here in Ann Arbor today, and so they all headed out to Chicago today.
Oh, right. You're back home. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
The basement looks weird to me because there's a door open. I've never seen that.
The door is always open, I think, isn't it?
No, you're at a different angle. I've never seen the green chair either. You're always at a different angle.
No.
I'm telling you.
Maybe it's because it's normally not that.
Yeah, the angle. The angle must be it. That's really strange.
I had to move some stuff around because I had got some software. Okay, so the deal is, here is the deal. So we have been talking for a couple months, and for a variety of reasons, we have decided that our last...
Yeah, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we live? Oh, we're live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh, crap.
we're live.
I'm sorry. I'm so out of it.
You're going to have to do it.
All right, you guys, I apologize. Let me regroup here. I just got in the hotel, and I thought that I was talking to Stacy offline.
We're totally live.
I'm at the Cleveland, Ohio CPA show. Just got in, so I'm a little frazzled. I do apologize. Dawn is also here, but I don't know. She's like presenting and stuff.
She's on the
so
plane
she must
right
be
now.
talking.
She had a layover in DTW.
Ah, got it.
In Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yes, we are live. Thanks for watching the QB show. And what Stacy is trying to say, as best she can, is say QuickBooks Connect, that Tuesday at QuickBooks Connect. Are we saying the date and stuff? Is that okay?
Yeah, we just don't know what time or where exactly we're going to do it.
We don't know what time, but we're actually going to end the QB show / Radio Free QuickBooks effective QuickBooks Connect. That will be 5 years almost. I think we celebrated five years last year, but I think it was 4
years because it was our fourth birthday. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So I keep thinking we're on 6, but no. So we're on our 5th year and pretty much 2 weeks shy of the very first episode. On Twitter, Stacy has been posting little clips of shows over the years. I think she's got about 20 queued up of kind of the greatest hits. And so we are going to end the QB show at QuickBooks Connect. And I believe Dawn, it'll be a cool deal. We're going to have a lot of cool people come by. We don't know where we're going to do it or what time. I think Dawn and Stacy have a special guest they're going to do Monday. And then I'm going to join them Tuesday night somewhere. And we're hoping that for that hour, we can just have everybody that's watched it. It happens to be at QuickBooks Connect can just come out and hang out. We'll have a cold beer. We'll just talk. We'll reminisce. Maybe even answer a QuickBooks question or two, and just have people who've been on the show and part of it for years and helping us. They would come up and talk and stuff like that. And then we're just Stacy's gonna drop the mic.
We're gonna drop the mic.
She's gonna drop the mic, and we're gonna walk off in different directions.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and you'll notice every day. Our first show was November 17th, 11/17 on 2010. So this is very close to our 5-year anniversary. We decided to not do it on our actual anniversary because we wanted to all be together. I was very adamant and a big bully about making sure we were all together for our last show.
Yes.
I was very adamant about it. Yeah, like that. It was not going to happen. So, and there's a variety of reasons that we're doing it. I feel like we've talked about a bunch of stuff. There's, we've Woody's got kids that are getting bigger. My kids are getting bigger. They're getting into after school stuff. And everybody's just kind of going in a different direction than they were. And what's really neat is you guys will see I'm putting links on our Facebook page and on Twitter, like Woody said, to some of our old shows, the old audio shows, as well as some of the video shows that we've been doing for the last year or so. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it. And our very last link, we're going to keep posting those every day until the 17th of November. And the last link, I think, is going to be a good surprise. So I'm very excited about the last one that I put up. So
I look forward to that one.
Yeah, I want to thank absolutely everybody who's had a part of it, and I want to invite. And what we'll do is we'll throw it up on Twitter. So, and on the Slack team, if you're part of the QuickBooks Connect Slack team, if you're not, let me know. I'll get you an invite to that. But we'll let you guys know where we're going to do the show, because we would like an audience for it. We would like a live studio audience, like Laverne and Shirley, if possible.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And we also would like to pull some people on to the show and have them come on so that we can thank them on the air. And we're really, really looking forward to that. So I think 5 years is a good fucking,
Oh yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
I
it's an emotional thing. I know. It's an emotional thing. I think it's great.
I think it's very bittersweet. I talk fast.
It's okay. It's all right.
So it's very bittersweet, and I'm in the heart of it. I'm a big giant crybaby, and so I'm very emotional about it. So So I'm happy to have Tuesday nights back with my family, but I'm also very sad that we're not gonna be doing it. But what I'm thinking is maybe if there's something exciting going on, we'll probably throw maybe a reunion show, or we'll do something special. We're leaving the website up. We're gonna leave all of that good stuff up and all of the tools and tips and tricks.
Yes, we will. Totally. We will leave that up. I'm about to renew my the website for another year, so. We'll have that up there for you. We'll have the QB Show website, my website up there. And it's interesting. I know it's hard, but it was really cool. Driving into work, I was like, hey, man, we should do a show about QuickBooks or something, like the car guys. And then it would have been another idea that I would never have followed up on had it not been for Stacy. So Stacy then took that, and within 2 weeks we had, what did we use? Blog Talk.
We were on the call. Remember, you and Dawn and I were on a conference call, and you and I had a webinar to do later that day. And so I'll never forget that. The three of us were on a conference call, and you mentioned it, and we were like, oh, hells to the yes, let's do that. Like, Dawn and I jumped on it. And then we had about 2 hours between that call and our webinar. And in that 2 hours, I had a Twitter account, I had a Facebook page, I had set up I had bought the website, and I think I had even found Blog Talk Radio and set up Blog Talk Radio. So we had, because that's where we originally started. So I think that, and I would love to hear a recording of the webinar that we did, because you and the emails were just furiously, fast and furiously flying back and forth while we were planning this. And by the time the webinar started, we were both so jacked up. We were talking so fast through that webinar. I think it was supposed to be an hour long, and normally we had done it a few times. It was like a Pro Advisor webinar. And normally you and I had historically maybe it was tough getting it done in an hour, and I think we were done in 40 minutes. It was like we were on speed or something. It was crazy. We were like, and we were just so hyped up and so hyper about it. And so I love it. And I wish I could find the one clip where Dawn is ordering donuts, because that's one of that's one of my favorite bits of it.
Getting donuts in the drive-thru for her kids. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was awesome. So
we had some really killer guests too. I remember we've had just a lot. Michelle was on early on there. Allison Ball, that was a great one. Remember we had like all four of them on? It was like Crystal George, Michelle, and Allison Ball.
Yeah, and
all
then we had
it was really funny.
we had Jim Buffington.
Crazy.
He was one of our first
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just had just an amazing run. We had so many people support us and so many people help us when we first started. And so, yeah. So I would have gotten through that without getting all weepy and being a big crybaby. So anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
so we have Ben. He's coming on in just a minute, and he's.
What is he going over? Who do we have?
Ben Lilly. Huh? Seventh stage, yes, from SalesPad.
Wow, this will be a cool
I'm ridiculously excited to bring one of my fellow Michiganders on, because I'm just gonna say, I think this app is like a total game-changing app. Like, it's really, really amazing. So I can't wait.
When he's done, can we call it? Because I got to get some food.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
And prep for this Ohio show. I think Eileen Sass. I think this is her show. Well, she's really involved in it. Eileen Sass, right?
Yeah.
I think she's out here, right? Deb Deffer will be here. Dawn's going to be here. That'll be cool.
There's a few people.
Yeah. So, well, it's been emotional. I put our dog down Sunday, which kind of sucked.
Gosh.
Yeah, that sucked. It's weird. I'm not really I don't cry a lot. Like maybe once every couple of years. It's one of my problems. I should cry more. So I'm walking out of the place and I go to pet him, because we did it at the Pima Care, and they just take him. You don't like sit with him or anything. They just put him down later on, because so. It just was time. It was very sad. So I took him, and then Isaac, it's the only dog he's known, for 6 years. So it was a bummer. So we had him about 6 years, 5 to 6 years. But I never had a big connection with him. But I went to pet him, and then I just started like sobbing a little. So I just kind of walked out of there, and I was literally like bent over in the parking lot crying for like 2 minutes. It was pretty. Yeah, I did not see that one coming. So poor Sandler, he was a great dog. We're really going to miss him. But anyways, not to be a total downer, looks like our guest is on. Ben, thanks for coming on QB Show. Welcome.
Hey, Woody, how you doing?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Ben.
Hi,
Stacey.
Stacey.
She wanted me to tell you hi. She's on a plane, so she was kind of bummed. Yeah, when she found out you were going to be on, she was like, "Oh, I'm going to be on a plane," because I was presenting with her all day today.
Yeah, she was in Ann Arbor with you, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. Well, I'm sad to hear that you guys are calling it, but you've had a great run.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm so glad that you're like the second to the last guest.
I know, that's pretty cool.
And Mike McAlowitz, and that we have maybe one more big surprise guest, but we have a bunch of people coming on. But like our first legit show, like actual Tuesday night show. So Ben, tell everybody who you are, what SalesPad is, and give some history about the company, because I don't really have a lot of background. I have a little bit, but not a lot. So
just as a teaser, though, before Ben goes, David Leary tweeted about a month ago about this new app that's going to change the face of anybody who's using QBO and then needs like really heavy everything else that it doesn't do. And he was saying 7th stage, and he's like, they're about to launch. And I was like, holy cow, all right, this sounds cool. So that's kind of a teaser for what you guys have been up to.
Yeah, definitely. Dave's been seducing us for a while now, and we're finally there.
Word.
He's done his job. So, all right. So a little bit about what we do over here at SalesPad. We've been around for about a decade or so. We started off in the Microsoft Dynamics GP space as a sales order processing and workflow management tool. Our CEO still owns the furniture parts distribution company that SalesPad was originally designed for, and the president of our company is the developer who originally designed this little add-on. And over the last decade or so, SalesPad GP has become a premier add-on for the Microsoft product, so which is pretty cool. But our GP customers kept telling us they never would have left QuickBooks for a $100,000 GP implementation if they had had a nice solid add-on for QuickBooks Enterprise, for example.
Right,
so,
exactly. Yeah.
So then we got to the point about 2 years ago where we rolled out a product for QuickBooks Desktop and ended up down at Scaling New Heights in San Antonio and rolled that out, but very quickly realized that the QuickBooks Online space was where we wanted to be. And with that, we started taking our core product that we've been rolling with for about 10 years with GP, and we brought that up into a web interface for QuickBooks Online. So looking at launching that officially at QB Connect in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to have a booth there, and people can come by and check it out, right, in product?
Yeah, we're going to be a premier sponsor out on Main Street this year. Last year we were, so we're going big, going very big this year. And last year we were in one of the turnkey booths. There you go. So
excited. So excited for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys.
You've been part of it too, Stacy. You've been giving us nice hints on where we should go with it. So we're glad to. Yeah.
What holes in QBO? I mean, so in Intuit's work, we're working on stuff too, but I mean, not like to the degree of enterprise, but heavier inventory, job costing, CRM stuff, point of sale stuff. So of those key kind of gap fillers, what? And can you explain like the name of the app, and then what are you guys going to try to fill?
Sure. So the name of the app, to answer your second question, it comes from kind of this. There's a lot of Zen philosophy these days, it seems like, in the software world, but the idea comes from the 7th stage of enlightenment, so to speak, where you reach clarity in all of the space around you, and that's how we came about with the name of 7th stage. And what we're trying to do, in addition to, I think, the core function being inventory, what we're trying to do is bring a lot of information to the surface so that users, managers, owners can not only see actionable information today as they process sales orders and invoices, but also being able to reach back into the past and get a better sense of who their customers are. So you start thinking about CRM and things like that. But we're, I would say, bringing a fair amount of other components to the market as well. Workflow, sales order processing, price lists, data collection on a mobile device. So we're really excited about that. But I think the thing that really brought us into the QuickBooks Online world was to fill the gap as it relates to inventory, Woody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And is it going to have kind of like job costing for inventory, if you will?
That's probably going to be on the roadmap moving forward. But with our inventory adjustment features, you're able to do a lot of other things as it relates to inventory. I'm playing around today with doing some work in progress, and just by doing inventory adjustments.
Work in process, right? See, that's always missing from QuickBooks, even from desktop. You have to do workaround for that, basically, using build assemblies and stuff. It's not easy.
Yeah. So,
that is cool.
That is really cool, and when I see the chart of accounts hitting in my test company that everything is where it's supposed to be, I get really excited for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah. So
now you guys you're at the office, so Stacy's always mentioned you're in Michigan as well.
Yeah, we're just up the road. We're just up the road in Grand Rapids, Michigan. There you go.
I'm here, and he's over here.
Yep, right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're on the West Coast.
Right.
Okay.
So
nice.
I think Stacy lives about 5 miles away from my sister. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm like here, and he's here.
So
that's cool.
So, is it raining down there tonight, Stacy?
My passive-aggressive app just told me it may start raining in a certain amount of minutes. It'll tell me, like, it may start raining in so many minutes, but it won't ever commit to that. So it may be. I'm in the basement right now, so I have no clue what it's doing out there. So.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Ben, I have a serious question for you. Stacy has a door wall, and I was wondering if you do as well.
I bet you do.
A door wall here with me now?
No, I mean at your house.
Your house, maybe?
Yes, I do have a door wall in my basement.
So
and you know exactly what it is, don't you?
Yeah.
So you call it a door wall as well?
Yes, and it leads into the netherworld of where I dump all of my kids' junk.
So you have a walkout. So your door wall is down in your basement?
Yes. Yep. So
I'm jealous. I'm really jealous. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I try not to go into the basement. The kids have taken it over, and every time I go down there, I threaten to abscond with all of their gaming equipment because it's just a disaster.
Yeah. So then the other question is, because he's also from Michigan, we had this conversation because Donna Oman was with us. We had some Intuit people, and they were from California and Arizona and the South. One of the AV guy at the hotel, the place today, said something about, I keep setting my pop down. And Donna Oman said, pop. And I said, and he started to say something. I go, don't you say soda. You live here and you grew up here. Don't you let her bully you into calling it soda. Because you were from Michigan and it's pop. It is not soda.
Here's a little admission on my part, Stacy. I lived in California for 5 years. Left Michigan for a while, came back, but I have not dropped the soda reference since I've come back to Michigan. It's
what?
Sorry.
My husband grew up here. We grew up in the same town. We grew up in Clarkston, and he calls it soda. And I always say, I don't know who you think you are or where you think you came from, but it's called pop. And so I need you to start doing that. And then I correct my kids if they try to say it. I'll let it slide. I'll allow it.
Thank
but
you.
It's pop. We know it's pop.
Well, the door wall has been a subject of contention over the last couple of years because Dawn and I call it a sliding glass door.
Everybody else does.
Door wall, to me, a door to me is something you have to open to get through, so it's not really a window. So I always wonder why a door wall would equate to a sliding glass door. Would it be window wall or something, or wall window?
Because it's a wall of glass, but it has a door in it. So it's a door wall. And I actually know where that comes from. It comes from about 40 or 45 years ago, I think. A while ago, I was either not born, or it was right after I was born or right before I was born. There's a large window company in Michigan called Wallside Windows, and they're the ones who actually started door wall. And it's very specific. It is a very specific Michigan thing. So, FYI.
We have a lot of specific Michigan things that make no sense to people outside of the mitten. But, but we make it work.
Yeah.
So, but SalesPad headquarters is in Grand Rapids.
We're in Grand Rapids, Beer City, USA,
cool.
And I think we're pushing the limits of how many microbrews we can have, but they still keep opening up all over the place. So you miss it.
Is that where Michigan State is, too?
Michigan State's in Lansing. East Lansing, I should say.
Okay, got it.
So,
that's right. Okay.
But we used to be Furniture City, USA. Now we have moved our fortunes on over into brewing beer. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So back to SalesPad and then 7th Stage.
Yeah.
Particularly, is it in a place now you could demo like high level the product through the Google Hangout?
It is.
People watch it or for recording?
Yeah, I definitely can do that. So if you want me to
yes,
go ahead
please.
and do, yes, please. All right.
Yes, please.
So let's see here. It's been a while since I've been on a Google Hangout.
Right.
And screen share looks like.
Yes, sir.
And I will grab the screen, and we should be good.
Yep,
Got it?
Yay! There you go.
Yay! So there's the 7th Stage login. I'll go ahead and jump on in there right now. Okay, so the beer reference you can see right here. You can see David Leary's reference. So we've got a fair amount of that. There's a Michigan State reference. But one of the first things you're going to notice on the Select a Company screen are that I have multiple companies here. And you have the ability to connect multiple QuickBooks Online companies into one 7th Stage account. Some of our beta customers are already doing this. They have multiple companies under one umbrella organization, and they're simply able to connect those QuickBooks Online companies into 7th Stage in order to do their inventory and their sales order processing activities. So this is what I like from a Pro Advisor perspective. The business owner can send out an invitation to their pro advisors, and I can see people like you, Stacy, people like Christine, people like Katie, being able to get in here and set up their customers their 7th-stage accounts fairly rapidly. So as we move along around a company icon, you can see that I'm connected to QuickBooks Online here. If I wanted to add some further integrations over onto, say, PayFabric or CV3, which happens to be one of kind of the mid-tier e-commerce platforms, I can do that.
Okay. Hey, Ben, I got a quick question.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it is nice to see all your company files here. So can the pro advisor, I mean, is the client the one signing up for this because they're the master admin of the QBO file, or can the pro advisor do it and then just, because they're an account user on the client's QBO file, they can just invite the clients in?
Yeah.
What do you see as a use case or the popular way that this is rolled out?
From a pro advisor perspective, I would envision them being the ones to set it up and being that master admin. That would be an ideal situation, but it can go the other way as well. The business owner can go ahead and set up the 7th-stage account and then invite their pro advisor in. If the pro advisor has 10, 15 clients and invite them in, they're going to see all of their companies lined up here under their own umbrella organization.
That's nice. I like this this view. It keeps it well organized.
Yeah. So let's see. Those are those other integrations. Some of the integrations that we have working on, they're off menu right now, but Amazon FBA will be coming. We have a shipping integration coming, and so we're really excited about those. A few other ones I can't talk about right now, but once those integrations are lined up, you'll be able to see them connected right here around the company. And then the invites are very simple to do. Invite your users, clear, remove your company, upload your company logo, and then you're off and running. Or you can add a new company right here, and then go ahead and connect that on over into QuickBooks Online. So I'll go ahead and move on over into this particular company. I'll move on over into this particular company. Give me a second. Let me sign out here a moment. Go back in. And we'll do one other thing here a moment.
What about the Michigan State one? Maybe that'll...
That one doesn't have any sample data in it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll do it. You know, this is really great. I mean, I absolutely
so I totally understand the whole beta thing.
Yeah. Well, it's when in beta, you never, I mean,
Right.
yeah. We know, Woody, we know.
Right, exactly. I was doing the cert training and my QBO was all wonky and stuff because they were rolling in the new report stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this here a moment. I swear this was working 15 minutes ago. Spider-Man just showed up.
Whitey, that's awesome. Isaac would love to see that.
Good night, buddy. I love you. I'll see you.
It's so cool.
That was awesome.
All right. Well, I don't know what's happening right there.
That's okay. I mean, if you got any PowerPoint slides, or we...
Yeah, let me... There's a test company. I might jump into the dev account here a moment. Let me do that.
That'll work.
We'll go in and look at some faker data. Okay. There you can see all of those companies lined up. Tons and tons of them. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. We'll go into RGB printing here. Okay. So
nice.
One of the first things that you're going to notice, Woody, from the perspective of the Harmony design principles, it looks fairly much like an Intuit product. The column headers are pretty much colored the same way. Some of the things that you can do with our columns that you can't do with QuickBooks Online, you can drag and drop them.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Yeah,
reorder.
I hope we
I
get
love
that in
that.
QBO one day. That's pretty sweet.
And I can drop these columns out as well if I want to go ahead and put together a specific, say, call list for my employees to use.
That's cool.
Our search function operates at the customer level, so I can search for a particular company or customer, or let's see here, I'll grab the customer here and just drop it over so it makes sense. I'll search for they in the customer search field. So we get, they call a moose. But I can also search across emails. So Casey, I can search for Casey, her email. Right, you kind of get the picture, or I can start searching for a specific
Really
area
easy.
code. And then
I love
great.
the search function.
Real flexible.
then we can drop in about a couple of dozen other columns into this view as well in order to bring further data out into the surface. So over at SalesPad, it seems like we're committed to this whole grid layout, and you'll notice that this general philosophy carries forward across the entire scope of the product. When I go into a particular customer, and I'll just pop into this one right here, I'm not sure what's in here right now, but you can see again the grid view is laid out within these tabs. We can see our active sales, we can see our contacts, we can see historical sales documents, we can see item sales right here, and all of that information again is searchable within the auto filter row, or you can hide the auto filter right there, and again bring additional columns out into the list view. I'm going to see if that company is up and running again, and we'll click on that and we'll see what happens in a couple of minutes. All right.
Yeah, the look is very familiar, which is nice. I mean, these guys, even like the new transaction, new customer, that's really helpful.
Yep. Going in, very easy to edit the customers. We have these drawers that slide out on the side for the edit view. Mark those customers as a sales hold, manage their payment terms, manage their contacts, price levels that might be in place, whatever sort of customer class that they might be part of, or even drop in a sales rep for that particular customer.
You know what I was going to ask, Ben, that I keep forgetting every time I've talked to you is, what about how granular are the user permissions on this?
So right now we're in beta. We're in the very last steps of getting the user permission screens up and running. So it's going to be very granular. So if you're looking at a customer service representative user case, you'll be able to dial them in to a CSR. If you have sales reps, if you have purchasing, you'll be able to designate what sort of activities that they would be able to do within the app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Let's see if that is up and running.
So you could really give someone a little bit more pinpoint access with this rather than giving them the access to QBO.
Right, and that's something that we really are striving for as well. There's really no reason for a sales rep to be in the accounting platform if they can get access to all of the information that they need in order to fulfill a sales order within the app where the inventory is actually being managed. So makes the general ledger a lot more secure, and keeps you folks from having to go in there and do a fair amount of fixes to problems that were created by users, unbeknownst to them. It looks like that's just about ready to go. I'm hoping I can get in there. So that's the customer card. You can go ahead and jump on into a sales transaction right from the customer card, sales receipts. I've got some invoices. One of the things that we're able to do within 7th Stage, Woody, are sales orders. I believe that's something that's
nice. Yeah, we don't have that in QBO yet.
So and with a sales order, and I'm going to move on up into the gear, and we do have the gear here. Yeah, so with our sales document types, you can set a few permissions. So when I go on over to a sales order, I can go ahead and manage my fulfillment. Do I want my fulfillment to be auto-allocated? Do I want it to be manual? And that's on my fulfillment. And then on my allocation, I can do the same thing. So as I'm selling on a sales order, my inventory is being relieved into a allocated state so that overzealous sales reps aren't able to go in and start selling stuff that I've already sold to a customer that's currently in a workflow. That's still loading up. We'll jump back on over here.
So does it do progress invoicing against the sales order?
Not yet, but that's on the radar.
Nice.
Oh, I know. Isn't that awesome? I get so excited about that.
All right, I'm going to move on over into the sales monitor, and this is something that we had in the desktop product, but that we also have within the web product here. And this is a whole mess of workflows that we're seeing here right now, just a bunch of test stuff. But within 7th stage, the workflow is composed of batches. So those are all of the various steps within a fulfillment process. It might be in the quoting process where you drop specific quotes into a 30, 60, 90-day close where you're projecting where those might ultimately be converted on over into a sales order. The same thing goes from a sales order perspective. It looks like the developers have a workflow set up here with batches relating to a warehouse. So new orders, picking, packing, shipped. So the sales rep drops a new order into a new order batch, or they move it on into the ready to pick. The warehouse staff grabs that, they fulfill it, and they move it on over into the shipping desk, and then all the way to the point where it's ready to invoice, and those invoices then would be posted on over into QuickBooks Online. From a sales document perspective, that's the only document that we'll send over to QuickBooks Online. Obviously, we can't send over a sales order. We don't send over the estimates at all, but we will send over purchase receipts as vendor bills into QuickBooks Online.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to check.
So you don't send over the estimates at all? Are you going to do that at all at any point, or no? I mean, I guess there's no really need to, because if you're doing all the invoicing,
the estimate process here.
The inventory is all living in here.
Yeah. The inventory is all here, and that's still not working. That's so we do the estimates, and then back on over into the settings, we'll go into the sales document type. And if I look at an estimate sales document type, I can determine whether or not I want to be able to transfer this into another sales document so I don't have to do the manual data entry again. So in this case, it looks like this one is set to be able to transfer on into an invoice. So just go ahead and flip release, and that sales or sales document estimate specifically will move on over into an invoice for billing purposes. Jump on over there. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. All right. Let's go ahead and do a new transaction right now, and we'll take a look at what that particular.
What was the demand planning?
Don't ask me about demand planning yet.
Okay.
Well,
that sure looked cool. It looks really cool. So.
It is really cool. I'll tell you what demand planning is. It is a feature within, and it's not in the current release build that I have, but demand planning is going to give you recommendations as to what your inventory level should be, and allow you to generate purchase orders right out of a demand planning application. It's going to look at what your inventory turn rates are, what your safety stock requirements happen to be, and give you a replenishment plan based on how your items are selling. So that will be out there come QB Connect. It's just not currently in this particular build.
Well, you guys are working really hard. I mean, you got like, what, QB Connect is what, 2 weeks from now or something, 3 weeks?
2 weeks from now. We just submitted.
Wow.
I clicked the submit button about a week and a half ago, so that was a big event for us over here. And I'm going to see if I can get into this live company moment.
Sure.
And we got logged in. I have a feeling the developers here are playing around in my live environment tonight, maybe deploying something.
Probably. Yep.
Probably. So,
All
all right. But moving back on over into the dev environment. Here I'm going to work on generating an invoice, and I'll just grab a dummy customer here very quickly. We can go ahead and grab a purchase order number. If we have a tax code associated with it, we can grab that. Sales rep can drop that in there. Any other reference numbers that we might have, we can go ahead and work from a shipping method perspective. We can grab that information, we can drop in our payment terms, and even if we have a required ship date or requested ship date from the customer, we can drop that in here from a workflow perspective. That works really well. So adding in a new sales line item, I'll just click on the drop-down menu here. In QBO, you're only able to see the item number. Within 7th stage, you're able to see your item description, you're able to see what you have available to sell, what's back ordered, what your list price happens to be, and then what your inventory type is. So there's a search grid there, so if you have this open and your customer is asking you about paper in your item descriptions, you can start searching for paper, and you can grab that and drop that into your sales doc.
Nice.
Moving forward, you can drop in some comments here. You can bring out additional fields.
Yes.
Very nice.
Price
very
level.
easy.
You see that, Stacy? You said price level.
Price
Yeah,
levels.
I know. I had to just kind of calm myself for a second before I reacted. I'm so really excited about price levels.
Price levels. All right. Well, since you mentioned price levels, I'll go ahead and just move this on over into the next workflow batch right now. I'll send it to print. All right, so that's been moved on over into the print invoice. Price levels. These are still being worked on, but what we have is the ability to go in and create price levels, price lists. You can do both. You can do wholesale price levels, but what I really like is the ability to do a price list. In this case, the example is a fall sale, and I have specified here specific items that get a specific discount starting on a specific date or an end date. So when those items are added to a sales document, they're going to get a specific discount. With the price list, you can assign those to a particular customer, you can assign them to all of your customers, or you can assign them to a specific item for all of your customers, even going so far as to assign that discount to a specific volume on a sale. So that's pretty cool.
Wow, that is cool.
It is awesome. I really love this app. Hey, there's a cat. There's a cat that just went by.
There's a cat. We'll show you a couple more things here. It looks like there's a filter on. And from an inventory perspective, looking to see if we have anything. Ah, there we go. I'll reorder this to my quantity on hand. So the invite lilac, if I click on the quantity on hand, I'm going to see all of my warehouses, and I'm going to see where that particular item is within the warehouse ecosystem that I have, down to the bin level right there.
Nice. That's good.
Nice.
If I click on the inventory item, I got the same look within a tab view. I'm waiting for that. Oh, that's dead. Okay. We can also view that on the item card as well. All of the warehouses and where that particular item happens to reside. At the item card, we're able to see all of our historical sales in addition to our open sales, any purchases associated with that, pricing. So those price lists that I was talking about, those would show up here, and you can see them showing up right here for this particular item. Cool. A quick little snapshot as to a sales graph. So
hey, that's cool.
Very cool. And then you can also,
that.
yeah, it's currently not exportable, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to kick that out here very soon as a document that you can share. Drop in your pictures. And what I really like, and this is where I was playing around with work in progress today, the ability to assign specific accounts from my chart of accounts to an inventory item if I wanted to start doing some funky manufacturing type or assembly type activities.
What kind of valuation method besides FIFO do you guys support?
Average and LIFO.
Nice.
so we can go across all three. Yeah.
That's cool.
And,
Yeah, no, nice.
Audit log right there. So those inventory adjustments that I was talking about are done right here. I'm going to go ahead and do a transfer right now. I want to go in and take a look at a particular inventory item. I think that invite lilac will do. And I'll do a transfer adjustment. That'll populate some screens for me. And we're going to go from, gosh, I forgot what warehouse we were in. Let me go back over here and take a look. That was in Joe's warehouse.
Joe's warehouse.
Joe's warehouse.
Here's a good comment from the Twitters. 7-state apps looks like a mature solution, even though it's new.
Thank you. Yeah, we're good.
That
Glad to
is
hear that.
a great compliment. That's from Joni. Thank you, Joni, man. That was really very lovely.
But SalesPad does other things other than the 7-stage app, right? You guys have, what's been your key app for a couple, 3 years here?
Our key app and still our flagship app, but it's probably going to change here once this gets launched, is still our SalesPad GP application.
Okay.
That probably will not go away, but that's pretty much what we've been focusing on for quite a long time. Our other QuickBooks products is SalesPad ERP for QuickBooks Desktop.
Yeah.
But like I said, we really are focusing on the online world right now, and really see that as a place we want to be.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to grab some items here, and let's just do a quantity transfer of 5,000. It's going to grab what information it needs, and I'm just going to post that document to today, and we're going to move that inventory on over into the Choo-Choo's warehouse. So if I go back on over into Lilac and click this, we can see that I've moved 5,000 of that particular product down over to a different warehouse.
Yep. Very cool.
So a lot of other stuff that I could get into right here. Gosh, I really wish my live company was up and running, but I guess
no, it's cool. It's nice to see the user interface and what you guys are doing optically. It's very similar to. Very easy to navigate, it seems, with the panel on the left. You got the kind of gear icon in the upper right, and very familiar, and it's going to fill a lot of holes to what you can't do in QBO Plus for inventory. I mean, pretty much none of this stuff can you really do other than sell a three-sided item, and
exactly. Exactly.
So, and I'm assuming you guys do unit of measure and. Build assembly, probably. Yeah,
from the unit of measure perspective, we're able to do pretty much anything that you want to do. Get down to your conversion factors. So if you're buying by the pallet and you're selling by the case, you can go ahead and do those conversions right here on the U of M.
Sweet.
Yeah, we like it.
Very cool. Well, Ben, that's exciting. I mean, I'm happy for you guys. It seems like there's a lot of hype about it, and it should be fun to see whatever you guys are going to do at QuickBooks Connect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have plans.
Yeah. It's a great. I told you, Woody, isn't it a great app? It's so cool.
It's really great. Look how clean it is.
I can show you what we're going to do at QB Connect if you want to see.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
the plan is so that people who are watching can kind of
We're going to try to win the T-shirt wars this year.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah. So that's what we have. In store right now, and it's literally going to be a T-shirt store. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, so we'll be able to show 7-stage managing a warehouse, working with some point of sale, and handing out T-shirts to everyone who stops by. So we're really excited about that.
I'm definitely going to stop by then. What point of sale? I mean, is it your guys' point of sale or another point of sale?
We're working on a couple of things. We'll let you know at QB Connect.
Oh yeah. You don't say that. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So,
no, very cool.
Yep, and let's see here. When you come to QB Connect, you'll get a sense of where we're going with 7-stage from the standpoint of marketing and promotion, and who we're partnering with based on what names of companies you see on those T-shirts. So you're going to see the 7th Stage brand on there, SalesPad, but you're going to also see some really well-known brands on there as well.
Nice.
And going to, I think, generate a lot of interest. And but the T-shirts are just, frankly, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that gray one, so I'm looking forward to an updated SalesPad T-shirt.
Very good.
Yeah.
I have my 7th Stage one, my little
looking forward to that, yeah.
my little Zen shirt that you guys sent me, and I just had my candle burning that you guys sent me the other day.
Hey, very good. At least somebody's using it.
I am. We use it all the time. Yeah, I burn it all the time.
I didn't even get a 7th Stage candle.
Oh, you did not?
No.
Aww.
No. But
Aww.
hey, what are you going to do?
Awesome.
Only a handful of you guys got that.
You know what I should do is I should give you my QB show hoodie. I'll bring it to QuickBooks Connect.
Yes.
There's only 4 of them or 5 of them in existence. So
Really?
I'll give you. Yeah, I'll bring you mine and I'll give it to you at QuickBooks Connect.
All right.
I'm just gonna say I'm saying that now, but I'm gonna have to put a calendar. If I don't remember it, then I'll just ship it out to you after QuickBooks Connect.
Right.
But I'm gonna try to remember.
I know trying to track you down at these conferences is crazy.
Yeah, and I just got asked to do one more thing, and I'm like, I cannot commit to one more thing at that conference. Like, I can't do it. So there's so much stuff going on. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that I finally got you to come on the show, and I really appreciate it. And just thanks for taking the time to stay late, because I know it's late there because it's late here. We really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do in a couple weeks, man. Yeah. It's going to be so badass.
Yeah, stop by the booth, and if anybody wants to get a demo with an environment that works, just go on over to the 7thstage.com website and fill out the form, and I'll get on the horn with them right away, and they can see that. And then, Woody, give me a shout, and we can talk offline at some point here in the near future.
That'd be great. Yep. And cool. I'll be there Monday through Wednesday, so I'll see you at QB Connect too.
Yeah, I'll be all there all week. So, a couple other we're going to be doing the hackathon as well.
Good.
We're going really big for QB Connect. We're bringing 17 people.
Wow.
And so we're going to have our developers doing the hackathon. Matt Gritters is going to be doing a yo-yo off with someone from Intuit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So we're going to be doing a yo-yo off. It's going to be just a grand old time. A lot of fun. So, but thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. I'm so sad to hear that you guys are going to call it quits. But no, that's wrong. Not call it quits, but just hang it up and say we've put on a great show.
We don't want to be like Fonzie jumping the shark. We don't want, we want to go out on our terms.
Yeah.
I think 5 years is a good run. And what we were talking about is, if there is an event or there's something going on, we'll probably, do a little show, or if there's somebody cool to interview or somebody has something interesting coming up, I will probably, dust off the hangout and, do a show here and there. I don't see it completely going away forever, but I see doing, something special every once in a while would be fun.
Excellent.
Nice.
But thank you. Well, appreciate it. Thanks again, Ben. That was awesome. I'm really glad we got to have you on.
You guys were so kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon. And the one last thing I want to remind everybody is at QuickBooks Connect will be our last show. It's going to be Tuesday. So normally the show is at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Right now, that's what it's scheduled for, but we just don't know exactly when it's going to be there. So just keep your eye on the Twitters and our Facebook page, and if you haven't already joined the Slack QuickBooks Connect channel, hit us up on Twitter or post to our Facebook page or whatever, and we can send you a link to get an invite, and we'll send you a link to that. That's it. So
see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday we got Mike McLeod coming on.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, and then we'll be at QuickBooks Connect.
Right on. See you guys there later, and thanks for watching. Thanks again, Ben. Take care.
See you guys.
All right, Stace.
Oscar and Laser.